Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the one and only Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So we're gonna do a public service announcement. We are seeing rates in the mortgage market all over the place. I see different rates quoted by different people. You undoubtedly see more than I, and I think a lot of people fixate on one variable, call it the rate, and they don't look even one line deeper to points. A 5% mortgage at 2 points is probably very different than a 5.25 with no points. Right? These are things and questions we should start asking ourselves. So, as a public service announcement, let's give some education and warning and ask people to kind of look just a couple of layers deeper.
Yeah, I think this is a warning that's always been out there, especially from me, but now it's more important than ever. Quick shout out to your course where I've got like probably one of the most important videos I did was how to
Read. Yeah.
Loan estimates apples to apples. And it's really simple. If you're listening to this, you've got your interest rate, and then box A is lender fees, what you're being charged from the lender. All the other stuff, the appraisal and the title fees and the prepaying of tax insurance, it's all the same no matter what. Yeah, but you might have two estimates, and I know it because I talk to people every single day. You don't really understand the difference. And I'll tell you how to read it. You look at the interest rate, and then in box A, Mike, I've seen like 5 points being charged to people. Oh. So you might look and go, oh my gosh.
And let's talk about what a point is. So a point basically is the loan. So if you're getting a $200K loan, 1 point is $2,000.
Exactly.
So 5 points is $10,000.
Right. And, somebody's offering you a 4.49% rate, but it's got 5 points attached to it. And in your example, a $200,000 loan, it's $10,000. If you could get a 5.25 with 0 points and not spend the 10,000, and then you look at the payment difference and you realize, oh my gosh, I'm paying $10,000 right now
today
to save $50 a month. Is it going to take me 200 months to break even?
Exactly.
Never, ever do that. Unfortunately, people do because the rate is sexy to them. 4.49. Oh, I know rates are in the mid fives.
I must be good. I must be the special chosen one. Yeah. No, you're the sucker who's being charged 5 points. And basically what a point is, my words, not yours, it's prepaid interest.
100%.
You're just getting suckered into paying $10,000 of prepaid interest. They're going to get you for the same amount. It's just, do you pay now or pay later? And if you're paying 5 points, or in my example, $10,000 on 200, you're the sucker.
Yeah. And I mean, there's some sweet spots, and there's some ways to work with the rate sheet where it might make sense sometimes to pay a point, 2 points, even 3 points. I've got a deal right now where, we've got 15,000 in seller credit. We're going to spend 3 points.
Yeah.
We're going to buy an investment 2 unit down to the low fives.
Might as well.
A good looking deal. But I think like the reason why I want to talk about this today, I talked to data guys from hedge funds, and the distribution of mortgage rates, it's greater than it's ever been. And so, sorry in advance to some of my friends, but Fairway, Movement Mortgage, some of these retail guys, their rate sheets without any points is up in the mid sixes. On the wholesale side, we're probably mid fives. So if you look, we could both offer you 4.99, but my 4.99 might be $2,600. The other guy's 4.99 might be 11,400. Exactly. That's a big spread. And it takes somebody walking you through it. I had a great client who knows what she's doing. She's a seasoned investor. She's a one rental at a time member. And we were looking at 2 different points of the rate sheet. And she was saying, well, what about this rate? And we're using seller credit. We're kind of strategizing around it. And we could buy it down to 5.75. Another 2,000 got us down to 5.375. And we just did the math. And we said, if you stay in this for longer than 34 months, it makes sense. Yeah. And, in this case, it was like, it's seller's money. Let's spend it.
Let's use it. This is why people have to work with a professional that has the borrower, in this case, her best interest in mind, because you're going to do the work with them. Folks, the market is changing. Buyers have more power than ever. I keep screaming, don't pay list price, get closing cost credit, and get rate buy down. You can get up to 3% seller credit. If you are working with a professional like Matt, the mortgage guy, he's going to do the math with you and let you make the choice. If it's the seller's money, take it. Get the 537 versus 57. It's beautiful that you are willing to spend. You're spending minutes, hours of your time helping somebody, Matt, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm having fun. Go to greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out the form. The cool news, Mike, is that like one rental at a time, community, I can tell when they come to me because we're talking and they've already wrote the offer and asked for 3% in seller credit. If you don't have an agent, I've got great agents that specialize working with investors. If you're not working with us or you're just listening to this and you're thinking about like strategy, find a great mortgage broker who can help you out. We're licensed in almost all the states, so we certainly would love to help. Greatmortgagebroker.com. But make sure that you reach out and try to find an agent who works with investors.
Yes.
Right now, like this is a quick little caveat. So many agents got used to having to give everything away to get an offer accepted. And unfortunately, for some agents, it's like, hey, if we offer here, it's less work. We'll get accepted. If you're not working with an agent that's willing to throw out offers that don't get accepted, you just might be working with the wrong agent. Because I've had the conversations where I said, listen, let's go in at this number with this much seller credit. I don't know. Well, fuck it, I don't know either.
Yeah, let's find out.
The offer. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly. I had someone actually from Ireland. I read it on the Daily Financial News the other day. She was basically trying to buy a house, keep getting outbid. She held to her number. One fell out. She fell through and she got it and also got 3% seller credit. So it's like, just do the work, people. Write the offer. There'll be another house. It's okay. It is so not the last 2 years. Right. You have the power. Do the work. Write the freaking offer. And if your agent won't write it, get a new agent.
Right. And on the topic of, the distribution of mortgage rates, it being wide, if you don't know, you don't know, but you ask your lender, can I have some sort of estimate that shows me the rate and the cost for that rate? And that's really the only two pieces of data you need. And then it's like, okay, 5.5, $1,400 cost. 5.25, $9,700 cost. Rest assured, that lender at 5.5 can go to 5.25 for much less than 9,700. For whatever reason, Mike, people just continue to write loans at higher cost structure retail mortgage companies. I don't get it, right? Like it's thousands of dollars, and
we're going to save people money, folks. If you're following one rental at a time, and you're getting a quote from someone else, something that Matt told me he would do for you is he'll look at your rate sheets. Again, it's all about box A. And if you're a course member, he does have a bonus section called mortgage and how to read a mortgage statement and do your own comparison. He's promised you, if you look at that, it'll save you thousands of dollars.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're adverse to filling out 5 or 6 things on greatmortgagebroker.com, you can send an email to team@mtmg. It's right there. MTMG. Team@mtmg, and just say, here's a loan estimate. I've got a 760 credit score and I'm not sure if I'm getting a good deal. If I see you're working with a broker, I can spot it right away. You're in good hands if you like and trust that person and they're doing a good job for you. I don't want to step in after they've worked with you for 3 months and helped you with credit repair and whatnot. Like, you're all good. But if you're being charged way more than you should and it's going through a lender that's just in a really high cost structure, then you owe it to yourself and your family, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's your call. So it's team@mtmg.com.
Correct.
Awesome. Thanks for the time. And one more time, greatmortgagebroker.com, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.